morning students. In this video you are going to learn about the chemical properties of water. So action towards the litmus paper. So pure water is neutral and it shows no action towards the litmus paper. There is no color change for litmus paper. Okay. So pure water is neutral for litmus paper. So that's why no action for litmus paper. So second one is stability. So water is very stable compound. So it does not decompose into element. So when heated at ordinary temperature, however, if it is heated to 200 degrees Celsius or 0.02% of water decomposes to form hydrogen and oxygen gas. So 200 degrees Celsius, it decomposes to form hydrogen and oxygen gas. So 2H2O you take 200 degrees Celsius, not 2000 degrees Celsius, 200 degrees Celsius. So the hydrogen and the oxygen get splitted. So it is a balanced equation. Here 4 hydrogen, 2 oxygen. Here also 2H2, 4 hydrogen and O2, 2 oxygen. Catalytic nature. Water acts as a catalytic in a number of reactions. What is by catalyst? Catalyst means it speed up the reaction. So normal speed increases by using catalyst. So water acts as a catalyst in number of reactions. Perfectly dry hydrogen and chlorine gas do not react in presence of sunlight. However, in presence of trace of water, the reaction takes place with the explosion to produce hydrogen chloride. So hydrogen and chlorine gas do not react in presence of sunlight. However, they add a trace amount of water. The reaction takes place and they converted into hydrogen chloride. 2H2 react with the Cl2 in moisture and sunlight, converted to 2HCl. Then magnesium is a little more sluggish. Sluggish means medium reactivity. So it reacts with hot water, it gives hydrogen gas and the magnesium hydroxide solution. Magnesium reacts with water, it converted into magnesium hydroxide plus hydrogen. Here we have 4 hydrogen and 2 oxygen. So from the 4 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen and 2 oxygen, they combine, so OH twice, they are called hydroxide. Hydroxide is a negative charge anion, magnesium is a cation. So Mg combined with the OH twice, they convert to magnesium hydroxide salt and hydrogen gas, it leads to hydrogen gas. So many other metals react with water to form hydroxides and oxides. Many other metals react with water, it forms oxides and hydroxides. So iron is one of the such metal form iron oxide, so called rust. So iron is used in many buildings, factories, bridges, ships, vehicles. So slow and gradual rusting of iron is called corrosion. So normally they slowly destruct the iron. So whatever in the use of the making of building, factories, bridges, ships and vehicles, they slowly destructed. So this process is called corrosion. Copper does not react with water at any temperature. That's why it is used for making pipes and boiler. Copper does not react with water, does not corrode at any temperature. That's why we are using pipe and boilers. So then reaction with the non-metal. So red hot carbon react with steam, water vapor. They convert it into carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas. Carbon, red hot coke react with the steam H2O. So carbon combined with oxygen, they convert it into carbon monoxide gas. Then remaining hydrogen core separated in 1000 degrees Celsius. Then hydrogen chlorine gas dissolved in water produce hydrochloric acid. So 2H2, 4th chlorine atom react with the 2 water molecule. So here chlorine 4 and here hydrogen 4. So hydrogen is positive, chlorine is negative, both are combined. So 4 HCl, 4 hydrochloric molecule formed, then O2 is separated. Oxygen gas evolved. Then reaction with the metal. Water reacted with some metals such as sodium, potassium, calcium vigorously with water at room temperature. Sodium reacted with water to form hydrogen gas and sodium hydroxide solution. Due to the heat is evolved in this reaction, so hydrogen gas catches fire and burns. Sodium Na symbol, 2 sodium react with 2 molecules of water. Here 4 hydrogen, 2 oxygen. So 2 hydrogen, 2 oxygen combined. So the hydroxide. So 1 hydroxide, 1 negative charge, 2 hydroxide, 2 negative charge, 2 sodium, 1 sodium, 1 positive, 2 sodium, 2 positive. Both are combined to form 2 NaOH. So remaining 2 hydrogen is evolved. Then water, a universal solvent. Water is called a universal solvent. So what is by solvent? Those substance which dissolve other substance. Solvent is a substance, dissolve other substance. That substance is called solute. For example, salt solution. Salt solution. What is my salt solution? Salt dissolved in water. So water is a solvent, salt is a solute. Less amount of solute dissolved in larger amount of solvent. So water has a unique property to dissolve more substance than any other solvent. It can dissolve solids such as salt, sugar, liquids such as honey, milk, gases such as oxygen, carbon dioxide in it. So therefore they are called universal solvent. So whatever it is, solid or liquid or gas, any kind of the substance, they are dissolved in water. So they form a solution. That's why water is called a universal solvent. So you can see a number of concentric ring of solid matter deposit on a watch glass. These are dissolved solids left behind after the evaporation of water. The salt, mineral and impurities are the solid dissolved in water. The dissolved salts are important following reason. Okay, you can see a number of concentric rings of solid matter deposited on a watch glass after the evaporation. So these dissolved solids left behind after the evaporation of water. So salt and the mineral impurities are solid dissolved in water that get deposited in watch glass. So what is the reason for that? So they are essential for growth and development of plant. Water is essential for the growth and development of plant. They add taste to water. They supply the essential mineral need for our body. Most of the chemical reaction important for our living take place in the cell, our body, with the help of water. So those dissolved solids in water, it is essential for growth and development of plant. So the mineral is added to water for taste and supply the essential mineral is need for our body. It supply the essential mineral is needed for our body. Most of the chemical reaction is important for our living take place in the cells of our body with the help of water. So more to know, tap water, river water and well water contain dissolved solids, but rainwater and distilled water do not contain dissolved solids. Hence the concentric rings are not formed in the rainwater and distilled water after the evaporation. So only water, river water, well water and tap water contain the dissolved solids. Rainwater, distilled water does not contain dissolved solids. The dissolved solid is essential for living things. They give the minerals. So apart from the solid and mineral, air is also dissolved in water. apart from solid and mineral, air also dissolved in water. Air is present in dissolved state in all natural source of water. The solubility of oxygen in water is higher than the solubility of nitrogen. The solubility of oxygen in water is higher than nitrogen. So air dissolved in water contain approximately 35.6% oxygen along with the nitrogen and the carbon dioxide. So air being dissolved in water is important for the following reason. Air dissolved in water is important for the living organism to survive. Then fish extract the oxygen from the water and expel the water through the gill. So fish can survive in the water only through the dissolved oxygen present in the water. Then aquatic plant make the use of dissolved carbon dioxide for the photosynthesis. Then carbon dioxide dissolved in water react with a limestone to form calcium bicarbonate. Carbon dioxide dissolved in water react with the limestone to form calcium bicarbonate. Marine organisms such as snail, oysters, etc. So extract calcium carbonate, form calcium bicarbonate to build their shells. So extract calcium carbonate from calcium bicarbonate to build their shells. So the picture is aquatic organisms, fish, snail, then aquatic plants. They all are need oxygen, dissolved oxygen in water. Thank you, students.